Hey friends, welcome to another edition of Making the Most with MG. I'm really excited today to be able to share with you a strategy that I use on a regular basis, both personally and professionally, when it comes to communicating and problem solving. And the strategy I'm referring to is limited choices. So, whether you've heard of this before or not, it's pretty self explanatory. Basically, all you're doing is giving your children the ability to make a decision, but you're putting some parameters around it. When we think of ourselves as adults, we enjoy having the ability to make choices for ourselves. We like deciding what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, and how does it make us feel when we have the ability to make choices. It makes us feel powerful. It makes us feel in control. It makes us feel pride in our decision making. And these are all skills that children need to learn, and being able to give them opportunities to practice this is really important, and it's something you can do without a lot of effort. So it might be as easy as it's snack time and you're giving them the ability to choose between an apple and an orange, or they're coloring and you say, hey, do you want to use the pink or the green, or do you want to play with your dinosaurs or your Barbie dolls. So, giving them opportunities to make decisions build those skills that we as adults enjoy having and are necessary. First thing is you need to think of what your end game is. So, what are you trying to accomplish? The second thing you need to keep in mind is, can you live with the choices that you have put out there? And the third thing, and maybe the most important, is um, sometimes kids aren't ready to make a choice when you're giving it to them. And you need to be prepared for that. And you might need to help make the decision for them. So, if we're talking about a behavior issue and limited choices, let's walk through it, keeping those three steps in mind. Your scenario is your kids are playing in the living room on the floor, everything is going well, and then your little girl takes the toy from your little boy who is playing. So, if we use those three things and keep it in mind, the first thing is, what's our end game? Your end game is that the little girl gives the toy back to the little boy. Step two, what are your limited choices going to be? Okay, well, keeping in mind what my goal is, I can give the first choice, which is you can hand it back to them, or the second choice, which is you can hand it to me to hand back to them. So either way, you're going to get your need met. And the third thing is, let's say she's not ready to make that decision and you need to help her. So I will walk you through exactly what that looks like. I see that you took that toy from him. You have two choices. Either you can give it back to him, or you can give it to me and I'll give it back to him. If I have to make the choice for you, then I'm going to have you give it to me and I'll give it back to them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm going to make the choice for you. You're going to hand it to me. So what I've done is, usually by 3, they'll just do it one way or the other. But if they don't, then you have to be prepared to follow through. And again, with what choice you made for them. So hopefully that's clear to you and you understand. It's important that you use a firm tone, that you're direct, you are stating your expectations and your limits, and you are giving them the power. But if they're not going to choose, you're going to choose for them. And this is the choice you're going to make. So hopefully gives you a clearer picture of what that should look like. But if you do have any questions at all, or you are looking for resources about limited choices or any of the topics that we have covered in my series, you can certainly shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions or provide guidance that you may have. So, that being said, limited choices, these are the things to keep in mind. Have a great day. We will see you next time. Thanks.